All right. On today's 30-minute mechanic, I'm just going to kind of show you what I've been going through with these forks. I'll just show you. So buckle up. Let's go. All right, we took the forks off to change fork seals. I've done this before, but this has been particularly irritating. One fork came apart just fine. Cap popped off. You know, all the parts came out. Actually, I had them over this drain pan hanging upside down, and I popped the cap off, and the spring shot everything out, and oil went everywhere. I really can't see it, but the floor's a little discolored right there. But okay, so that was kind of irritating. Well, I went to take the other cap off, and it didn't want to come off. And I tried multiple things, ended up rounding all the hex right off the top. So I took the Schrader valve out, just like that. I took it out so as not to tear it up. And then after a lot of trials and tribulations, you know, ended up drilling it out, and then having to use a hammer and a chisel to hit it, and finally get it to start turning. And that was quite an ordeal. Now, before I did that, I started trying to get the seal out of this one. Okay, let me back up. I was going to try to get the seals out without disassembling the fork, because you can do that. And I was able to get the dust cover out of this one. I don't know what I did with it, but it's around here somewhere. I was able to get the dust cover out, and I started trying to get the seal out, and I couldn't get the seal to move. It's stuck in there. So the decision was made, okay, we'll just take them apart. And then that sent me down the rabbit hole of trying to get the cap off and tearing that one all to pieces. It's cool. I got another cap on the way. Ended up smashing my pinky with a hammer, and that was ugly. And I really took my motivation away for the rest of that day. But so now here we are. Oh boy, it's been a struggle. And then okay, the next struggle was, you know, you got the bolt down here in the bottom, right there, Allen bolt. And you can hit it with the impact and zip it out sometimes. But sometimes the damper rod in there spins. Inside it holds this upper tube in. So, you know, got on the internet last night, looked up, oh yeah, 30 millimeters. So went and got me a nut, right size. All right, 30 millimeter. Came back here today. Not the right size. I have no idea what size to use. So what we're going to try is the broom handle trick, where you jam a broom handle down in there and see if it'll spin off. So hang on, let's give it a shot. Okay, here we are. I don't really know how I'm going to do this. Got me an old crusty broom here, and I got a broom handle. We're going to jam it in there. What I probably should do is turn it upside down like this. Put some pressure on it. Make sure this guy's in reverse so I'm not tightening it. And once I start this, I realize that you probably can't see anything I'm doing. Okay, whoops. Terrible video, but whatever. We're going to jam it on here. We're going to push down on it. Maybe that'll keep it from spinning. Oh my gosh. It just came out. I don't believe it. Bolt and copper washer. Wow. That Really, the broom handle trick, it works. Well, it worked on this one at least. Look at that. I've got to do some cleaning up around here. In the tubey tube. Come on. What am I forgetting? What am I forgetting about how these go together? Ugh, I'm forgetting that they'll leak oil everywhere. Still. We got a pretty good mess going right here. I think what I'm going to do is just pause my game. Go get my other one. And I might set this over here in my drain pan, so if it does leak out anymore, it'll just run down in the pan. I wonder if it has to... It's been a long time. Let me go grab my other fork. It's been a long time since I've done fork seals on these kinds of forks. I did one fork seal on my YZ450, but they're upside down cartridge forks. They're completely different. And the last pair I did of these was probably in the 80s or in the 90s. So I don't remember a whole lot about how they work. So anyways, let's see if we can do the broom handle trick on this. Actually, before we do that, we better get some stuff taken care of. That little guy out. Let's take the spring out and put it over here and put it in the drain pan too. Have to clean that out a little bit, but come here, broom handle. There's my tool. Oh, need this one. Hopefully this won't run fluid all over the ground. I drained it, but it don't mean nothing sometimes. All right, let's see if this one will come out. Probably should have shot these with... Look at that. Broom handle for the win. Oh, gross. Yep. Broom handle with disgusting fork oil from 1980. Actually, 1982 probably, because this thing was built in the N82 as an 83 model. Okay, we'll have to clean up our broom handle. Although that broom never really gets used, so maybe we'll just forget about it. Pretend it's just fine. Oh, all right. That's kind of good. I'm going to stick this one over here, upside down. I'm going to get this one back. Let's see if I can figure out if it may have a bushing in there, or it may, gosh, I can't remember. I was thinking once you took the damper rod loose, the whole shebang just slid right out. But it may be getting hung on the seal. Oh boy, I don't know. Let's see if we can just clank it apart. Are the bushing in there? I don't remember. Yay! I remember how it works now. As I shoot parts all over the shop. I do. Yep. the bushing. Yep, perfect. And there's our seal. Yeah. Okay, seal's off. I was thinking the bushing was in the slider, but the bushing is actually on the tube itself. Ah, yeah. Now it's all coming back to me. Okay. Fantastic. Look at that. Ends apart. And this one is apart. This part. Yeah, looks kind of gross down in there. Probably gonna need to straighten up my workspace here a little bit. All right, we kind of got ourselves kind of cleaned up here. Now, yeah, I'd completely forgotten that the bushing is on the slider. And I was thinking the bushing was in the bushing's in the tube, not the slider. I was thinking the bushing was in the tube. I mean, the bushing was in the slider. Am I ever going to get it right? Holy cow. Okay, so that one's apart. We're going to lay it right there. We've kind of cleaned up our work area here. This one, man, I don't know if you can see down in there. Probably can't. Let's turn the light. Oh. Look up. Look up. Oh, yeah. It looks kind of gunky. I'm dripping stuff everywhere too. I gotta get some more brake clean. We're gonna get some brake clean, and then we're gonna hose this thing out really good. I'm gonna put this one on that side. Just keep that tube from rolling off. I'm gonna grab my other tube right here. See if we can't pop it apart. Oop, we gotta get there's more to it. We gotta get the clip out. Something else about these forks that I'd forgotten was actually the only other set of forks I've done seals on was a Showa. It wasn't a KYB. There's a little clip in there. It wasn't a KYB, so it didn't have these dust seals, I don't think, at the top. Like there's a dust seal and then there's a fork seal. And I don't think the Showas had I think all they had was the seal down in there. So I'm going to try to pop these apart and maybe not shoot fluid everywhere. Let me step over here for just a sec. What I could do, let's get that damper rod out of there first. Oh boy. Now we'll know exactly what size bolt we can put in it. Uh-oh. Spring. Where'd it go? Dadgummit. Also the top out spring that goes on the damper rod. Whoa. Come on. Oop. Okay, yay. That one's apart. I'm going to lay it on this side so stuff won't roll off this way. All right. Ooh, look at that. It's pretty gooey. I don't know what all that is. You see there's a dust seal and then the fork seal. Unfortunately, I didn't know that. And I just ordered fork seals, so I'm going to have to back up and get some dust seals too. Dust seal. Now, sometimes these guys say you can, to get the fork seals out, you can fill the fork completely full of oil and then compress it, boop, and have it squirt the seal out. Squirt the seal out right here. I didn't try that. These leak so bad, I figured they would just bypass oil and just make a huge mess. So I didn't want to try. Didn't want to try that route. Fork disassembly done. Yeah, I don't know what. There's almost like a grease down in there. Let's get our damper rod out of this other one and spring. Come on. Doesn't seem to want to move. Dude. Okay. Go. What's going on? No idea what's happening here. Looks like there's a lot of weird pieces that I'm not. Is that one, fellas? Yeah, that's the same kind of deal. I can hear it down in there. My goodness, what is going on? Okay. Hang on. I may have to get the. Where's the. I don't think the broom handle will fit down in there. See if I got something else I can stick down in there and maybe poke that out. There's another broom handle right behind me. How about a head bolt for a 4.6 liter, nope, 4.6 liter Ford head bolt. I thought maybe I could catch it and push it out. Guess if I had half a brain, I could use the other. Nope. Come on. No, it's right here. It's almost out. Almost out. There it is. Look. Great success. Good bolt. Go away. Yep. That one came out. Still has the spring on it, as you can see. I guess. Wow. Man, those are disgusting. I guess that means the little rings right here, ceiling rings, probably in okay condition. And I don't know the history on this bike, whether it's been who owned it, anything about it, whether had fork seals put in it or anything like that. So, anyways, I think we've done good for today. Flip that one back around the right direction. Okay, that was much more productive than I imagined it would be. See, I'll show you the end. Let me turn the light on. Boop. The end of these, they make a tool that fits in there. It kind of looks like a bottle cap, reverse bottle cap, and it holds a damper rod while you take it loose. Now I just took the broom handle, just crammed a broom handle down in that hole and held it tight, and that was enough to get it to pop loose. But to put it back together, I'll probably go ahead and just make a tool that will actually fit inside that little hexy, whatever you want to call it, reverse bottle cap. Okay, that's going to do it for today. Got our forks taken apart. They were really frustrating for the last couple of days. Now, I didn't video any of that, but it really came together today, and I got them apart. And now, yeah, I'm feeling good about it. So seals will come in. I got a bunch of parts on order. They're trickling in slowly. Unfortunately, you got to work out, and there's one O-ring I got to put in on the other side of the motor, on the clutch side, that goes in before everything else, and I'm waiting on it. So, you just kind of got to do it as you have time to get it done. So that's why I'm turning into forks now. So, all right. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, ring the bell, and we'll see you next time on 30 Minute Mechanic. Bye.